In the heart of the peaceful town of Amityville, a house stood that would become the epicenter of one of the most chilling tales in modern history. What seemed like a dream home quickly turned into a nightmare for the Lutz family, who moved in seeking a fresh start. Unbeknownst to them, the house harbored dark secrets and a sinister presence. This is the true story of the Amityville Horror, where terror, mystery, and the supernatural collide. In the quiet, tree-lined suburbs of Amityville, New York, a house stood that would forever be etched into the annals of terror. The year was 1974, when a gruesome tragedy unfolded within its walls. Ronald DeFeo Jr., in the dead of night, coldly murdered his entire family as they slept. Parents, siblings, all met their end with no sign of struggle. The town was horrified, but the true nightmare had only just begun. 1 year later, the Lutz family moved into the house, hoping for a fresh start. George and Kathy Lutz, along with their 3 children, were drawn to the charming colonial home, blissfully unaware of the sinister energy that lurked within. From the very first night, the house began to reveal its true nature. Strange noises echoed through the halls. Footsteps where no one walked, whispers in the dark corners of empty rooms. The air grew colder, unnaturally so, filling the family with an inexplicable dread. George Lutz started waking at 3:15 a.m. every night, the same time the DeFeo murders had occurred. He would wander the house, feeling a malevolent presence watching his every move. Kathy experienced horrifying visions, glimpses of the previous occupants' violent ends. Her once peaceful dreams were now twisted into vivid nightmares, each more disturbing than the last. The children, too, were not spared. They spoke of an imaginary friend named Jody, a demonic pig-like creature with glowing red eyes, who seemed all too real. The walls oozed a strange, foul-smelling slime, and a swarm of flies descended upon the house despite the winter chill. Crucifixes turned upside down, and unseen forces left deep gouges on doors and furniture. The house pulsated with a life of its own, each heartbeat resonating with the family's escalating fear. Desperation led the Lutzes to seek the help of a priest. As he attempted to bless the house, a powerful unseen force struck him, leaving him gasping for breath and filled with an overwhelming sense of dread. "Get out!" a guttural voice growled, sending the priest fleeing in terror. The family's behavior grew increasingly erratic. George became obsessed with the fireplace, believing it to be a gateway to hell. Kathy was physically attacked, invisible hands bruising her body. The children's once cheerful demeanor turned sullen and fearful. Their home, once a symbol of hope, had become a prison of horrors. In a final act of desperation, the Lutzes fled the house in the middle of the night, leaving their possessions behind. They had lived there for only 28 days, but the experience had aged them beyond their years. The Amityville house stood silent once more, its dark secrets hidden behind its picturesque facade. The story of the Amityville Horror captivated the world, spawning books, movies, and countless theories. Was it a case of genuine hauntings, or the manifestation of collective hysteria? The truth remains elusive, shrouded in mystery and fear. To this day, the house stands as a chilling reminder that some places are better left undisturbed, where the past refuses to stay buried, and the walls themselves seem to whisper tales of terror,